when I first moved here, I auditioned. I was about to be evicted in Harlem. I was living on 154th Harlem.
Yeah.
I couldn't pay the rent, and it was illegal living there anyway. So I was like, "What the fuck?" So
Yeah.
it got out of hand. I was hanging out there at Barnes and Noble,
Yeah.
hiding out. But
Yeah.
anyway, I was looking in Barnes and Noble upstairs in Manhattan. They had the 4-level Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
So the top floor was Starbucks, and then you had all the newspapers. So I was looking in one ads, and I saw in the Backstage magazine, Branson, Missouri, looking for dancers and singers for a show called Broadway at Branson Variety Theater,
What?
formerly known as the Bobby Vinton Theater.
Yes, I know
was
exactly.
Like,
I was here. We lived here when Bobby Vinton had it.
oh my God. And his theater is so cool.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh my God, it was $650 a week, and hotel and transportation paid.
Wow.
We had to live next door to the theater. It was called the First and Gold at that time.
Yep, and it was
There's so many names.
But so let's just say you got like $2,800 a month and free lodging. Well, why not?
Oh my God. It was the drama. All the drama.
Wait, there was drama? You know what? That's why I don't like working, because I can't deal with that. I'm not taking it. I don't do drama. That's why I don't work with women. I just cannot.
It was in theater anyway, you got drama, right?
Yeah.
This one, okay, so it's hard to find good male dancers. For some reason, a lot of them did not want to come to Branson.
What?
I never heard of Branson, so the way that they described it, and I was like, hell, free hotel room and a salary?
Why
And
not?
I'm already being evicted?
Yeah.
I only had $1.50 to my name, and I spent it on the token to get there. I was like, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Sign me up.
So they were describing it, and people were like, and where is this place? They were like, okay, imagine Vegas. There's a strip,
Yep.
hotels, attractions.
Lit up with lights everywhere.
Restaurants, hotels, attractions,
Yes.
shows, family
Yes.
shows. We were like an instant Branson, Denver. So anyway, we all came here. 80% of the cast left.
What?
They hated it because they didn't know there's no party town.
No,
And so when you finish the show, the adrenaline, you want to go out and party. New Yorkers go out clubbing till like 6 o'clock in the morning. You know?
No, not here.
And so we were like, okay, so where's the club? Where do we go to party?
No.
You know what? One person told us, okay, well, there's Denny's.
Yeah. What? Oh, that's not. Oh, they say goodbye.
And then
We're out.
and then there's IHOP. We were like, no, for partying. They were like, well, there was some kind of older type,
but they're kind of
hunky-dory, like hillbilly type.
Yeah, they're not very welcoming. I feel like they're kind of like the local place where they're kind of like, who's that? There's
Yes.
no place, but I'm not a partier, so to me it does no effect, and my daughters aren't either, so they're just super happy to like have something to do, you know, and go to the pool. We're more pool girls, not really like beach girls. I mean, you couldn't pay me to get in the ocean.
Really?
No.
Because people would pay for you to model and do beach stuff. If you like.
Well, I was a model. That's how Ellie got involved with it too.
I thought you looked like a model, like a professional model.
Thank you. So Ellie, I was a model for Coach in Florida.
Oh my God.
So I modeled for 2 years, and I made it.
Do you like it?
I did like it, and I made it all the way nationwide to the top 3. So I did that, and I just stopped when I moved from Florida. I stopped because I'm coming here. I got this house. Paul helped me get this house over here, and he's staying in Florida because he has a very good
That's a beautiful
job there.
house.
But Eva won't be there. Eva's coming to Arkansas, and then she'll have her home here too. In my house. And then Ellie, she lives with me too. But this is what happened is that Ellie was supposed to come with the one you met. Ellie has a boyfriend who is
You guys look just alike.
like a fitness trainer.
That's
but
what
he's
she was saying. He models.
Yeah, he's huge. He's got millions of followers.
Oh, that's what she
he's
said.
also a celebrity trainer.
Wow.
So he trains like a lot of people, like the Kardashians' husband, one of the...
how difficult is it to be in a relationship? I mean, do people hit on him a lot?
On him? They hit on her. He's worried about her more than him.
Both of them are good.
Yes, so they look so cute together, but they're fussing right now, so that's why I'm coming. So Mama's coming. So here comes Mama. She says, Mom, I don't want to be in Florida anymore. I hate it here. And I said, Ellie, I'm busy. I'm unpacking. I just moved here 10 days ago.
Is it the weather?
is in Florida.
Yeah, that she doesn't like.
No, she just doesn't want to be there
She
without
doesn't
her
want to
mommy.
be there. Oh,
So
okay.
she's like, Mom, I need to get my car to Florida, and I had paid somebody to transport it, but they didn't show up. I was going to. I had the money.
Oh, really?
I had it all set up.
They didn't show up?
They were a
That's
no-show,
bizarre.
no call. So I had to drive the first Cadillac. All of us have Cadillacs. Paul, me, Ellie, Eva. And so I had to drive. I got a brand new electric one. I love it. It's beautiful.
You do?
First electric Cadillac. And so we had to drive it. And Paul followed us because I had to get the kids here. They're his kids. I said, you need to participate. So let's go.
Yeah.
So he came and he followed and he helped to get the Eva over here. Well, then Ellie and her boyfriend in California, he's like, I need you to come here. We can spend time together. And so she's like, okay. So then she got here and left. And then she went to California. Well, yeah, you took her.
Like fast.
But then
So
she
came
left.
in-
Then she and Giovanni got in an argument. So she flew back to Florida.
Is Giovanni Italian?
No, he's Colombian.
Colombian.
Big old dude. Dude is massive, big. I mean, big.
Like a bodyguard.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
He has a Lamborghini, okay?
Oh.
He does really good. Lamborghini and a Range Rover. And he's like, yeah, he's got it
That's
together.
really amazing.
So they get in an argument. She goes home. And so she's my little bestie. She does everything with me. She doesn't have any friends with me. So she's very
Was she a cheerleader?
No, the little one is.
Oh, really?
The little one is the cheerleader. She's actually captain of the cheerleading over here in Florida. So she's here for spring break.
Oh, that's amazing.
So she says, Mom, the blonde one you met. She goes, Mom, I don't want to be here without you. I mean, Dad's great and everything, but you're my best friend. I don't want to be here, and I just can't stop thinking about Giovanni, and I just want to be with you. And I said, well, Ellie. Well, she's like, Mom, I'm too afraid to drive by myself because I've never done it. I said, oh my God. I said, okay, fine. I said, tell your dad to put me on a plane, and I'll drive your car back. So that's what we're doing. We did this all last night.
That's nice. That's neat. That's kind of cool, though.
So I asked her dad, I said, hey, you try to get rid of these kids and push them over here? You better send the credit card. I'm not doing it.
There's nothing like having a good relationship with your parents.
Yes.
Like a positive good relationship.
Yes, Ellie. So she's my mom. So then her dad calls me. Paul calls and he goes, Ellie's got to come to you. And I said, what? Because we're all super close. And I said, what's going on? And he's like, she's crying hysterically because she said she misses her mommy. The blonde one you met. I said, okay, here I come. Mama's on the way.
Okay, so and you've met her boyfriend. You guys know,
I've
you know
met
him.
him on the phone.
You've never met.
And Paul's talked to him on the phone.
Oh, so this would be pretty much the first time face to face.
Yes, yeah, we've talked, but I don't know. She's got so many different boys who want to go out with Ellie. I told her, I said, why don't you just give Gio a break and come here? Because I moved her here, and I moved her room,
Sometimes
got it all set
that's-
up, and I said, you may find someone here. You're going to miss the right guy if you keep messing with the wrong guy,
Yes,
okay?
indeed. Absolutely. It's so true.
It is. So they're good girls. Eva, my little one that you didn't meet, the cheerleader, she has like a 4.25 GPA.
Oh my God.
For the whole for her whole high school. And she was accepted to 15 colleges.
So to be a cheerleader, what are the requirements? Do you have to have a certain grade point average?
I don't know. I mean, you just gotta be
You
like
just try out.
super smile and
Just-
she was a cheerleader here. And she made it. And then Paul made us move. And I was so upset because I said, what? She just got acclimated here because we had just moved from Florida back here again. Eva made it for cheerleader. We practiced and I helped her. We were practicing. Ellie did her hair.
God.
Ellie's like a stylist, so she does hair, makeup, all that. So she got her all ready. And then Eva made it here. And we were like, oh my gosh. And then Paul's like, we have to move back to Florida. And I said, I don't want to go to Florida. I just want to stay here. My mother's here. And Eva just made cheerleader. And Ellie doesn't want to move. It's her boyfriend.
Man,
He's like, you all are coming. And I was like, okay. So we went. And then Eva made cheerleader there. So thank God.
She did?
Yes. And she doesn't even know how to do a cartwheel. That girl can't
That's
even do a cartwheel.
crazy.
Okay?
I was wondering if, because cheerleaders now are so talented. They do back handsprings. They do the
Man,
splits.
this girl can dance though. She is like a dancer. Like she is like J-Lo, Beyonce. Girl
See,
can
there's also,
dance.
and there's also,
Girl can dance.
There's
Her
also-
moves are solid, perfect.
there's also like the college drill team type. Now,
Yes.
They don't seem like cheerleading to me.
Yeah, but
those
they
are
did the dancers. I like those better. But
Yeah, they're like majorette type.
yeah, I mean,
They
super
really,
cute.
some of them start twerking.
Yeah, oh no. But that Eva, I swear she's a cute little thing. So
I've
sweet.
seen those girls and guys. A lot of times, if you ever watch the Thanksgiving Day Parade, my favorite time of the year,
Yeah.
that's a tradition. I watch it.
Yes.
they bring in some of the most amazing marching bands and things. And these kids work for a year, like a year. You could tell they really put everything into it.
Oh my goodness, I know. So baby Eva, that's what I call her, my little baby, she'll be 18. She moves here in June, so Paul will be back again in June because he has to bring all of her furniture to my house. So she'll be here for the summer before she moves to her dorm.
So she's going to be graduating.
Yeah, so we're all going to fly there.
Mom.
My mom, my sister, my brother were all flying there in May to watch the graduation.
I love graduations. I fell in love. I was in San Diego last year, my niece's graduation at San Diego State University. It was such, the campus is so huge. And these kids were some of the brightest, brilliant, like little whiz kids I ever met. I met some kid who had graduated in the field of astrology. I was like, astrology?
Wow.
I was like, what do you have to do? I was thinking, what kind of classes are involved?
Like, yeah, what are you going to do with that? What you doing? Working at what?
He's going to be working maybe for NASA or something.
Yeah, you're going to be working at the...
He was so smart.
NASA. That's about the only thing that's going to be pay off on that one, right?
You could tell these kids were so smart. I was so impressed.
I know, my little Eva, she's such a brainiac, and she is like, she's going to college to be FBI CIA.
No.
Yes, that child. And she's like my height.
Oh my God.
I said, Mommy cannot be behind you with the flashers on chasing the bad guys.
A lot of training.
I know, she's into it.
That's amazing.
She's so into it. Ellie's like, Mom, don't worry about me. I'm just going to marry the governor, so I'm good. I'll marry a governor or a senator.
That would have been my approach. You know, a lot of Rockettes. A lot of Rockettes. Some of them, marry rich guys after they stop working as a Rockette.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but a lot of rich men, they just go and they just seek them for some reason.
Maybe because they just want
the beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Come to think of it, I can't.
But you know, if a man, in my opinion, if a man is seeking a woman that's beautiful, then what's in it for her?
Oh, good.
Then he better have something.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Don't come showing up with nothing. Then no, next.
Because they could die really, really fast. Like, after a while, you get tired anyway.
Yeah, it's not even worth it. It's just if love is what it's all about. I told the girls, I said, I don't care if he comes in on a kayak or if he's in a canoe. Just as long as he treats you good and he can take care of you, I don't care. But my oldest, the blonde, she somehow gets the guys that got the private planes and Lamborghinis.
How many daughters do you have?
Royces.
You have 3 daughters?
2. Ellie's the oldest, the blonde.
Okay.
But she really liked Gio. But now she's like, I don't know, Mom.
What is her zodiac?
Oh, Ellie is I know.
What's your month?
She's April 2nd.
April. What is April? Aries?
I thought she's Aries, and Eva is Gemini, I believe.
So she's like June, May, June.
May 30, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Aries can be very flighty.
I guess, because she can't just be sitting with one guy.
They have a lot of husbands.
Good, well, they're be perfect for her.
They do.
There you go. Makes sense now.
Diana Ross is an Aries. A lot of celebrities that are Aries, they get married a lot. But they always get married to people that are of wealth, of stature.
Yeah. There you go.
You just
read her whole fortune.
It's not, they won't do a bum. No bums.
Eva's like, Mom, it doesn't matter.
Not
She's like, Mom, I don't care. I don't care what he does. And I said, listen, well, Mama cares what he does because I'm not paying for both of you, okay? So you need to get it figured out.
Yes.
He better need to be able to take care of you
and
take care of the house.
Do you ever see those okay, so God. Okay, so I went to New York, had a blast, met colleagues, people I had met before. The show was amazing. Manhattan, by the way, I lived there for 25 years. Do you know how they have changed that damn city? Because there's so many damn homeless people there.
Really?
So you can't sit around, you can't socialize in Starbucks anymore. There's no seats in McDonald's. You can't sit. Everything is standing up. You got to stand. And then security guards are walking around. I'm like, oh my God, because the problem is the homeless people in the damn shopping carts filled with personal items. They try to bring it inside the damn merchant and sit there and won't leave. And stink up the place.
Yeah.
So
Well, here's
So
the
I
thing. Everybody
understand.
has the same opportunity. What you choose to do with your life is your choice, right? So that's a choice. If you don't change it, you choose it. So if they don't figure out, there's tons of jobs for people
I
who will
know.
hire you, okay? They could get a job. I don't know why. They're just handing their
Well, do you
hand
think
out.
some are just mentally gone? Just can't be helped? Like, I wonder if sometimes I just wonder if people take advantage of the system, because some of these homeless people have more money
Yeah.
than the people that they're begging for.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like-
The people like my mom who
Pisses me
live
off.
check to check, she gives them the money. Even her last penny. She's
I
like,
can't go anywhere anymore. I cannot go anywhere in
No.
Manhattan anymore. You know why? Because I get stopped.
yeah,
Every time
hand out.
somebody, they want something, a conversation. Here we
Yep.
go, here we go, here we go.
Yep, no eye contact.
You
That's
can't even
me.
do eye contact.
That's
really
me
true.
in the neighborhood. I'm like, I don't want it. I'm not trying to look for any neighbor friends. Y'all just keep on heading on.
They do in the subway. When I would take the subway, I would always have my Walkmans on,
Yes.
headsets, and my sunglasses. And just be looking like
Yeah, just leave me alone. Now, Paul's super socialite. Paul makes friends wherever he goes.
No,
He can talk for
I could tell.
hours.
Now, is he a Leo?
Is he a what?
Leo? What's his zodiac sign?
Oh,
He reminds me of a
he's
Leo.
December 29th.
He's a Capricorn. Okay. That kind of makes sense. I got into astrology for a while, and so
My mother loves that stuff.
zodiac signs really intrigue me. They're not always right, of course, but people
Yeah,
take
but
it.
sometimes it really nails it.
Sometimes it really is kind of deep. And there's a few gas stations, and I think they take it for granted. But you'll see these rundown gas stations owned by certain Indians,
Yeah.
and so barely you have a pump that's working, but at the end of the building there's a palm reader, or
What?
yeah. So they got the palm reading tarot card in one end of the
Yeah.
and then the gas. Now the one on 76, none of the pumps are working. There's a plastic bag on each pump, but just keep straight and you get your palm read. I'm like, well, maybe you guys should do an analysis on yourself,
Yeah.
because they're not even successful operation here.
Right. Why would you even agree to even go in there? They can't even get the gas pumps to going, I know. Some people...
It can be a racket. People take it for it. People take it, so it gets a stigma attached to it.
Yeah, but you know what? Again, I think that people that have lived here their whole lives, they don't know any different.
They don't.
They think that this is the way. It's hunky-dory.
Thank you.
It is
Thank
not.
you.
There is a
Thank
big
you.
world out there. And the town in Florida that we lived in, the kids, the pizza driver drove a Maserati.
Damn.
It's a
Really?
really expensive town.
Whoa.
Like really expensive. Everything is too much. Like the rent, and some of the rents are $8,000 a month.
I can't. No.
Yes, for a single person.
There's no way
It's
on the planet.
ridiculous. That's why I told Paul, I said, listen, it's better to live in Branson. My money goes way further in Branson.
There's no way.
Big time, and I like it there. I'm cool.
I couldn't do 8,000. I can barely do 1,000.
I hate it. You know what?
I've never paid
It's
it.
like my rent and everything when Paul and I split up and I moved, and he has a family home right now because Eva's still going to school. So I moved into a little beach cottage with me and the girls, and they could split
Oh, wow.
2 weeks, like for Paul, 2 weeks for me.
Uh-huh.
But that little beach cottage was $3,000 a month, and plus
Whoa.
it was almost $4,000 a month for just me.
How many bathrooms in a beach cottage?
2.5.
Upstairs? There's
Yeah, I didn't like it at all, and I
didn't?
wouldn't even have done it if it wasn't for the fact that I didn't want to be in the same house. So anyway, when the lease was up in February, I told Paul, I said, Eva's going to Arkansas, so I'm not renewing the lease in the beach cottage. I'm going to Branson. I'm living there. I wanted to go back there